superstars, Mark Graham here. Thank you for joining me for my spinal mobility webisode. Today guys, I'm going to show you some of the best spinal mobility exercises I have learned over the years. I've had a lot of spinal injuries, so I certainly know a few, and I'm going to teach you guys the best. And hopefully after this webisode, you're going to feel like you have the tools you need to increase your spinal mobility. So we'll get started straight away. Make sure you have lots of space, maybe some water, although this will be a less cardio intensive class than normal. Make sure you have some water. And we're going to start by stretching out first our neck. So we're going to go ear to shoulder. Should feel it stretching right along the opposite side. Ear to shoulder. And then tilt that chin straight down. And this is stretching out the back of your neck. Splendid. Put one arm up and over. Pull the ear to the shoulder. Using just the weight of this arm to activate that beautiful stretch along the neck. And we'll tilt our nose down towards our armpit, pulling the head down. And then over to the other side, so pulling that head down. And nose to the armpit. Good job team. We're now going to stretch out our glutes. So to stretch out the glutes, you're going to sit on the floor as if you're about to do a sit-up. So you have your legs bent, your feet nice and close. Bring one leg over, cross it just a little bit with the foot, and push the knee out. So as you can see, my toe is just past my knee. I've not crossed my legs over completely. I'm just stretching out just here. For an extra stretch, and I really like to do this one, you can tilt that chin forward. Brings to glute stretch. Let's go to the other side, stretching out that leg. If you need to, nose comes forward. Ooh, it's tight to know. Alrighty, and one last stretch. I might just move my camera. Grab a sip of water if you'd like a sip of water. Oop. From laying flat on the floor, arms out in front, lifting the chin up, pushing the arms straight to the ground. I call this the baby seal shape. It's just stretching out that thoracic spine area. Relaxing down. This time, hands by your side, glue the elbows to the floor, lifting up into the Sphinx stretch. So you should feel a lot more open now as you're pushing up. And relaxing down. And finally, a seal shape. You probably have all done this. Have those hands glued to the ground, lift up through the chin, pulling up, roll the shoulders back, stretching out that tummy and that back. Good job team. Lift the bar through cat. We'll go into our child's pose, resting the head on the floor, and let's relax for a moment. Okie dokie, standing up. Both arms up in the air. We're going to articulate through the spine in this exercise, which means we're going to move one part of your spine at a time. Arms up in the air. Tuck the chin, start to dive down, feeling the roll straight down the spine. Bend the knees if you need to, or you can keep them straight. Once your hands hit the floor, you can just relax here. For extra stretch, you can even pull down on your head with both arms gently. From here, rolling straight back up one bit of your spine at a time. Cool team, just one more stretch and then we're going to get right into our class. Laying flat on the floor, you're going to lift both feet up into a sit-up position. Cross your right leg over and you're going to have your arms out nice and wide. Drop your legs to the left. So your right leg's over and you drop both legs to the left. We'll go the other way. So crossing that leg over. This time we're crossing quite a lot. pushing over to the other side for a spinal twist. Cool, team. Standing up, grab some water. So, superstars, well, our first exercise today, I just call them seal push-ups. The idea with these is it's articulating your entire spine, getting all the joints moving almost in the spine. Essentially, you want to think about this, it's one stage at a time. So, in this exercise, I'll show you a proper one first. You want to lift the chin and then the shoulders, the ribs come off the ground, and you're rolling up one bit of your body at a time up into a seal shape, and then you're reversing it all the way down one little bit at a time till your head hits the floor. Trying to stretch more and more every time. Now what you don't want to do is simply, if you watch my upper body here, push up and then lean back, because as you can see I didn't actually articulate through the spine. I just hinged from my lower back to get my body up, and then I tilted backwards with my chin. It's not going to achieve any spinal mobility. So it's really, really important to make sure that you articulate like a cobra, coming up one little vertebra at a time and rolling down. So we're going to do 30 of those, okay? And then your back's going to feel amazing afterwards. So go in your own time, lifting the chin up, shoulders back, and relax down. That's 129 to go. Once you start to get to around 5, you should be able to start increasing that range that you're passing through. Now remember, it's so important to take your time with this exercise. Don't just power through as fast as you can, because you're not going to get that articulation. I'm at 10, so hopefully you guys are too. Remember to relax the head at the end of the exercise. If your arms are starting to get a bit sore, you can stop at 20. But the rest of us, let's try and go all the way to 30. I've got 10 to go. So if you need to stop, feel free to stop. If you like an extra challenge, you can try and bend, try and get your feet up to your head as well. Even stretch a bit more by going onto your fists and pushing up. Alright, to be honest guys, I lost count, but I'm pretty sure that was around 30. Finish yours off, maybe roll out the neck if you need to. So yeah, that exercise, it gets, as you can probably feel, it gets your entire spine moving. So I recommend even doing that 5 days a week. It's really great for your spine, and as my dance teacher at NICA used to say, a healthy spine is a moving spine. Okay team, up next we're going to do shoulder pops. It's going to aim at your thoracic spine, the top of your spine. For this exercise you can really easily just use a wall or even a kitchen bench, dining room table, anything like that. It just has to be around hip height. I'm going to use some milk crates because it's nice and easy for me to do it here. Oh yeah, grab water by the way. So this is a little bit higher than my hips. That's not the end of the world. This exercise, the idea is you want to be able to make an L shape of your body. So those of you who have done some handstand training, you've probably done an L shape on a box before. The idea is you want to have a straight line from your toes to your bum, and then as much of a straight line from your shoulders to your hands. Now from here, we're entering this 7 position, this L position. You want to try and make sure that your hips are over your feet. All you're going to do is just going to relax down for 10 seconds. After that, we'll do 10 pops through our shoulders, then hold down for 10 seconds, then 10 pops, and then our thoracic spine should be feeling wonderful. So up first, we'll be doing our 10-second hold. So we're pushing down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Now you want to think about pushing your upper back down, don't pushing your mid or lower tummy down. And 10 pops. Really opening up through that scapular shoulder blade area. We'll have a breather. Let's do 10 shoulder rolls backwards to release any pressure that may have built up. And then superstars, we're going to go again. So we have our 10-second hold, pushing that upper back straight down, and then 10 press. Now I'm so sorry team, I forgot to say you can bend your knees if you really need to, but it does force a lot of the stretch into the lower spine. It's just if you're getting really sore to the hemis here. Cool. So now your upper body should be feeling amazing. I'm just going to clear this stuff away, grab some water. So now we've kind of done the entire spine and the thoracic spine. We're going to do the lower part of our back now, our lumbar. So I'm sure anyone who's done yoga, and I bet almost all of you have who watched this video. It's nice and easy. We're going down into that kind of sit-up position again. And all we're going to do is a hip raise, or a glute rise, yeah? So, I'm going to make sure you can see me. From being on the floor, you're going to squeeze your glutes, and you're just going to lift up into this position here. So the idea is I've squeezed my glutes and they're activated, so I'm supporting my body. I'm pulling my tummy in and I'm trying to get a nice arch through my lower back. I'm going to hold for 10 seconds 3 times. You can relax, do some rock and rolls. So rock and roll, of course, is when you just have a nice rounded back, one hand on each leg, chin tucked and rocking backwards and forwards. Alrighty, and then from here, squeeze the glutes, lifting up for another 10-second hold. So squeeze the glutes, pull the tummy in. You might notice the more you squeeze the glutes, the less pressure is on your spine. The more you can support yourself, your major muscles, the better. 3, 2, and 1. We have our rock and rolls. And I'm not saying really a number, just rock and roll till you're happy. Okie dokie. One more time. Squeeze the glutes, lifting up into the air for 10. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work, team. Roll it out. Stand up, grab some water. How are we going? Time. Perfect. Cool. Great. Alright, stars. So this next kind of series of exercises, I often do them all together without having a break in between. But I thought for today we might break it down, have a breather. These are called the basket positions. I do them a lot with little kids who are working on chest stands and elbow stands and any kind of contortion. It's good for building up that strength, but it also helps you kind of engage the muscles to achieve flexibility, not just kind of flop into it. So I'll do one first of our first exercise. It's a basket lift. All these things from laying on the floor, nice and comfy, go to grab your foot or your ankle, whatever's comfortable for you. Your knees can be a little bit wide. And all it is a nice lift and relax. Now as you lift, you want to get your knees up off the floor and chin up nice and high. You're a very proud basket. And then relax back down to the ground. You're going to do 10 of these with me. So here we go. Grabbing onto the feet. And we lift for 1. And down. And 2. And 3. Knees off the ground, remember. And 4. And 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Cool. Let's have a breather here. It's always nice and comfortable to be laying on the floor. Hopefully you've cleaned it lately, it doesn't smell. Up next, superstars, we're going to be holding that lifted basket position for 10 seconds, so it's just a straight out hold. We're going to do that twice. Okay, first time, lifting up as much as you did during our lifts, and the second time, you can try and lift up even higher, so you'll be holding up. The ultimate goal is to try and extend the legs nice and straight. Okay, so up first, a 10-second lift. Do not come down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relaxing down. Have a breather on the floor. Don't have to worry about the rest of your days right now. Just chill. Maybe you're excited for the weekend. Okay, here we go. Grabbing onto those feet. Lifting up. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, superstars. Maybe just have a bit of a breather. Do some rock and rolls. Also, I should have said, feel free to pause the video at any time, although we're nearly done, if you need to have a breather. So our last exercise, right, we're going to be holding the basket position and then almost like a basket in the water or a boat in the water, you're going to rock to your chest and to your knees. Yeah? I'll show you two, and then I'll relax, and then we can all go together. So I'm up, I rock to my chest, rock to my knees. I rock to my chest, I rock to my knees. Okay, now for some of you, everyone has different bodies. This might not work perfectly for you. If you feel uncomfortable doing it or it's painful, maybe revert to just the nice lifts that we were doing earlier. Yeah, so you'll do 10 lifts. And guys, if this helps, push into your knees a bit more to avoid any pain in the groinal area. And I guess also for any women who have any pain in the groinal area for this exercise, push more into the knees as you're coming down to avoid kind of pressure in that area. Cool. So here we go. Going onto the feet. We're lifting up and we have our 10 rocks. So think about separating that energy into the knees. And relax. Woo! Actually makes me sweat a bit, that one. Cool. Right, the neck, baby. So superstars, we'll just do those rocks one more time. And yeah, here we go. Lifting up 4, 10, 9, 'Alright team, awesome work. So in my kind of normal stretch and routine, I would then go into bridges. But because unfortunately I can't help you or spot you today, I'm not going to do that as part of the class. But yeah, say if you were to join me when we eventually can go back into NICA, or when you guys can eventually go back into wherever you train, after doing that I would do bridges, like bridge rocking. I would do like feet on a box bridge, all that kind of jazz. So, you know, one day join me if you like for a stretch in real life. I'd love that. And yeah, team, thanks so much for joining me today. If you pull up a bit sore, I think I said this last week, an Epsom salt bath or even like a Epsom salt scrub is amazing. Your body will just absorb that magnesium, and it will help you heal and ward off some of that inflammation of the muscles and tightness. Also, if your back is very sore, probably the best thing you can do is put a heat pack on it. Heat packs are incredible for the back. I have found that when I've had a really, really bad back, if I don't put a heat pack on it, it can last weeks. If I heat pack on it, it will last days, the back pain. So yeah, thanks team. I hope you're all well, happy and safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.